Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. And remind me never to do an intro like that again. Anyways, referring this for the second volume of The Last Ronin, Lost Years. And I actually really enjoy this. It's a really fascinating book. I really did not expect myself to like this as much, because I knew this was mostly like an expansion on how Michelangelo became the last Ronin, and some filler stuff for present day, which I kind of felt like before reading this book, that whole thing, getting an expansion of how Michelangelo became the last Ronin wasn't needed, because I felt like we had a pretty good idea of what he was, how he became the last Ronin in the original Last Ronin series with the first 5 issues. I am happy I gave it a chance so far, because I'm really liking the story. The story in here is on point. Lost Years. At least in this. Okay. In Volume 2, we start with Michelangelo with the fight, right? Breaking out of the window. So I'm guessing that's Deathworm. I'm guessing. But, or maybe that's the guy Michelangelo was speaking to towards the end. Yeah, that was the guy that Michelangelo was speaking to towards the end. Then we kind of go to present day. And Casey Marie, she tasked the turtles to do, the new turtles, how to, their different tasks. But, one of the turtles drops a case of water. The other turtles say, no, you're on your own. Casey Marie is watching this. April comes and says, what are you doing? And Casey Marie updates April, right? So, long story short, then April and Casey comes in. And Casey Marie tells the story of the turtles and the original Casey on an adventure. Alright? And the story goes like this, which I will read. Spoiler alert, if you guys don't want to be spoiled, which I probably should have done last video I made about this. Well, now you guys getting it. Spoiler alert, if you guys don't want any spoilers of this book. You've been warned. So, anyways, I'll read the story. So she says, Master Splinter has sent them all, being the Leo, Donnie, Raph, and Mikey, and Casey, all on an important mission to stop the Foot Clan from stealing stuff that didn't belong to them. Like always, Leonardo was in charge. And just when he was gonna give the order to grab bad guys, my dad, being Casey Jones, saw something else happen, and other bad guys getting ready to be mean to a poor lady. This made my dad really mad. He wanted to go help the lady. At first, the turtles didn't want to go with my dad, because they were supposed to be stopping the Foot Clan like Master Splinter said, but my dad didn't listen to them. He went anyways. And even though they knew it would mess up their mission against the Foot, the turtles followed. They helped my dad stop the other mean guys and save the poor lady, because it was the right thing to do. I think about that story a lot, and the time I helped Grammy stop the city from flooding when what I really wanted to do was to help my sensei, being Michelangelo, help the Foot. It was something we get so caught up in what we think we're supposed to be doing, or what we want to be doing, that we ignore what we should be doing. Like helping out when one of our teammates like helping out one of our teammates when they're in trouble. So I like that little story. I like that story. Like that was a really good story with a really good moral of like helping. Sometimes um when we're part of a team, we should try to go help our partners. Um, and I like that being the moral. I thought that was pretty cool for the Ninja Turtle sequels to learn. So then we kind of get into like another flashback, which I really like this notebook thing because I read ahead a little bit the next few chapters. I didn't read the finale on purpose, so it can be amazing to like a shock to me for when I actually finally get to chapter 5 or issue number 5 for the review. But I really like I know I said this in the last video when I talked about the last Ronin. I'll say this again. I like how in each issue we see like a page of Master Splinter's book, right? And it says find your purpose, letting your purpose find you movement. Always purpose seeks. Purpose chooses. Always. Master Yip. So that was like I like that because I believe I'm going back to the last chapter real quick. Towards the beginning of the last issue that we went over, we see this saying in the Master Splinter's book by Bruce Lee's that says, "Defeat is not defeat unless accepted as reality in your own mind." That's like, whoa. And then we get this little saying that says, "Focus on the moment, not the past. Attack or," I'm guessing the next word was, or they were playing or die. "An outcome, but your next strike." I don't know what it's like as part of it's off the page. But I really like how like each chapter, I'm guessing this is true for part 5, we see a little bit of Master Splinter's journal. It's really cool. So then we see like Michelangelo fighting some thugs, right? And he's kind of out of sorts, out of practice. His ghost brothers gives him hell. And we see that Mikey kind of like just starts to roam around everywhere, and his brothers, or sorry, ghosts at this point, kind of get on his case. I used to have a plan. And essentially, like, Micah says, "I know what my plan, like, you're a person to blame for getting us in here, Raph, because if you did not pick a fight with Karai, our family would most likely be alive." And then by the end, he said, Michelangelo does, acknowledge that the war between the Hamato and the Oroku clans started before Raphael picked that fight with Karai. It started with Splinter and Rokusaki, and it will end with Michelangelo and the Shredder's grandson. So Michelangelo has plans to go to New York, but before he goes to New York, he's going to master Splinter's master, which I think in here, Master Splinter, and the last Ronin universe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the Master Splinter in the last Ronin universe was Matayoshi, then got turned into a rat. Maybe they explained it in the original Last Ronin run, and I am spacing, but correct me if I'm wrong if Splinter was a Splinter. I mean, Splinter was a rat turned into a humanoid rat, or it was a human turned into a rat. Okay, so I'm going to continue. So, essentially, after some, adventures with his ghostly brothers, Michelangelo is found by this man, which is the guy who has trained Master Splinter, and his name is Master Yip. And it takes about a year and a half to 2 years, give or take, where Michelangelo has been training with Sensei Yip. And then before they depart, because Master Yip acknowledged that, yeah, you want to go to New York, you have a mission of vengeance to avenge your family, your fallen family, and your fallen friends, and I get that. But first, you have to deal with Deathworm, because you're running away from him, and you need to confront him. So that those words resonated with Michelangelo. And then, I don't remember if this area is exactly Japan. Yeah, China. Someplace in China. Right? Where it was really bad, really ugly where it's at. He didn't know where the crime ended and the law took it into effect. It was, I guess, that most of a blurred line to him. And Mikey was eating at this restaurant. Right, he noticed somebody with the Deathworm symbol, and he confronts the person using Korean. Says, "Nice tattoo. So tell me, where's Deathworm's at?" The guy with the dragon tattoo says, "Who's asking?" "A green freak." And he says, "You." So there's a fight that takes place. And then Michelangelo has this badass Batman moment saying, "Okay, pal, either you give me some intel or I'll take your eyes. Where's Deathworm?" And then Michelangelo the guy answers Mongolia, and then Michelangelo says, "Good boy." And I can't tell if Michelangelo stabbed the guy in the eye or just plainly knocked him out, because it doesn't really tell you. So I'm kind of confused about that. I'm just going to assume that Michelangelo just knocked the guy out, didn't jab that bottle in the guy's eye. And then Ghost Leo gets on Mikey's case again, but not having a plan. And Mikey says, "But there is a plan. Find Deathworm, take him down, and then go after Hiroto. You said it yourself, Leo. I am honor bound with Master Yip. I took an oath with Master Yip. I'm honor bound." And that is the end of thy, I've been calling it chapter, but I believe it's issue, but in this case it's made into mono because it's 5-part. I really enjoyed this. I think my favorite part of this chapter that I've read was the story that Casey Marie told to the, next, the sequel team to the Ninja Turtles. The new Turtle team, that story about Casey, the original Casey, and the original Turtle team. And I really like the message. Pretty much, have your teams back. I really enjoyed that message. I thought that was a beautiful story that Casey Marie shared about her father and the Turtles. And then also kind of like referenced some events of the original Last Ronin run in as part of that story too, to further the point of always have your teammates back. I thought that was cool. I liked it. It was a beautiful story. Can't wait to review episode volume 3 of The Last Ronin. But love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Because I want other. If you guys have read, if you fellow mutants read volume 2 of The Last Ronin, Lost Years, let me know how you guys felt about it in the comments below. And if you guys have read The Lost Years all the way through, let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you fellow mutants later. Later, taters.